Okay, round two. This time we're going to deal with the more extended, longer version. And there's a couple of things that are just totally wrong with this. One of which is, and a lot of people are having problems with this, is how to acquire the secondary chests that are outside of the module, which makes no bloody sense to me. Especially since some of these are secret. They're not even listed on your quest until after you do it, so you have no idea how, what, when, where, any of that. The second thing, another feature added to this, is when you purchase your wands, it's bugged. When you go to get your chest, it's bugged and or totally just removed. So we'll have a look at these, and I swear the people at Standing Stone, their developers, either were working half asleep or they're just sloppy programming, lack of attention to detail coding, and or they just did not give a crap. And for one that requires you to either be a VIP or to purchase a module for this, I believe is almost on the borderline of criminal. So let's have a look. When we enter, unlike with the first one, we're going to do the same route. Okay? However, we've got to do a few things differently to unlock the secret quest line. We're not going to talk to that guy. Instead, we're going to come here, go to the left. I'm bringing this up for a very good reason. And let's see, I'm throwing that away. That was useless. Okay. Now, we're looking for two things. And the only way to get number 2 is by unlocking the secret quest line. Number 1 is the fish stick. All right. As I mentioned before, I've ran this multiple times. I've gotten maybe, I think it was 3 or 4 fish stick drops total out of well over 150 solo and another 50 plus group runs. And not a single one got dropped for the goggles. Also, these are supposed to have some pluses to them, but nothing. And why throw something up that uses a force and fire with an evocation? Not really sure on that one. I don't know if maybe it's a different wizard spell. But anyway, I'm going to ask this guy. I've got 2 wands. He goes, I've got 2 wands to sell. The only one we really need is the disillusionment wand. Okay. You'll notice I have 25 gold. I'm supposed to pay 2 gold and get the disillusionment wand. I paid the 2 gold, but I get the other wand as well. People, if you're giving me a choice between buying 2 wands for 4 gold or 1 for 2 gold and I still get the 2, which do you think I'm going to take? This is a definite coding bug. And all that's doing is taking up space anyway. The next thing I want to do is add this to my hotkeys because we're going to be using it quite a lot. Now we're going to go back to our start point. And now we're going to go talk to this guy. Same thing as before. I'll take care of it. Boom. I'm going to come around. Now, if this gate does not open, you may have to wait. Sometimes there's something that cues wrong with the guy that gives you the quest right there. He's got to get a certain distance away from your initial conversation point or something. Sometimes latency or other issues may be the problem. I'm not sure. But I've gotten over here and had to wait a minute or two before the gate would open. Had to lower the sun's coming through my window, blurring up my screen. Now at this point, we have to do a couple of things. We have to listen to the Cobalt grievances. However, you'll notice up there it says nothing about using the wands. But we are going to mount our wand. And hopefully it doesn't bug out on us. There we go. All right, now unlike the other one, when we go and kill everything, this guy should not be walking all the way around here until after you get your listen to the grievances. And then that will pop from just listen to grievances to listen to grievances 1 left. This should say listen to grievances 2, then listen to grievances 1, so you know what's going on with that. Now, we've got to go around this at this point. Target the 1 Cobalt agitator and use the wand on him. There we go. At this point, I have now used 1 out of 3 charges. Even though it says 12 charges, you only get 3. And what we want to start looking for is those Cannith devices, those little whirry things I showed you in the first one. Okay. We need to find one of those. They pop in randomly, and you got to be careful. On this one, sometimes it works, sometimes they just aggro and run at you. But doing this particular specific route on these specific boxes is what I found to reduce that. We're going to switch to our wand. There we go. We've got it. You notice I cannot target him until he comes around here. Failed. There we go. At this point, you will now notice I've got 0 charges. Going forward will do us no good because we still need our wand, but it's empty. So we're going to check this area. We've got to find a Cannith device. And it can be hidden back around in these areas. Once we have ensured that it's not here, and if you have your volume turned high enough, you'll hear it whirring if you get near it. And that'll be a key to helping you find these. It's not here. Alright, it's nowhere around here. It's going to do us no good. We need our wand. So, is there another aggro? Yep, there he is. There we go. So we're going to go back out. And we're going to go to our first set of shrines. And we're going to rest. And now it gives us 3 charges. You can do this once per each shrine, and you've got 2 shrines. Just in case the Cannith devices do not spawn for you, or in case you miss them. Just testing. At this point, we are not going to go over to the kobolds yet, because we still need to find a particular agitator you notice my listen to the kobolds is gone, but it gave me no notification of it. Sloppy programming. There's our agitator. And he's gone. Sometimes these guys will not aggro, and that really gives you problems in defeating your kobolds. I hear a whirring. We've got a device here somewhere. There it is. And it bugged and it won't let me pick it up. I'm not sure what the problem with that is. You see, here it is, but it will not let me pick it up. How can I recharge my bloody wand if I cannot pick up the device? Okay. There's our next agitators. We're going to come over here and creep in here. And see, he's already aggroed. I don't get credit for that. Dang it, I messed that one up. I should have had my wand out. Because he jumped me, I forgot to activate my wand. Hopefully I'll still be able to grab one. There we go. What I'm looking for when I use that disillusionment wand is it should reveal to me a actor in disguise. We're not ready for these guys yet. It will do us no good to go in there unless we find that agitator that's in disguise. You gonna let me pick it up now? Look at that. Standing right on it and it still won't let me pick it up. How can I recharge my wand if I run out of charges? That looks like another one maybe there. See if it'll let us pick this one up. Yep, it'll let us pick that one up. Good. We're going to need that in a minute. Now again, we need to target him, use our wand. No good. I want you to keep an eye on this map so you can see where I'm hitting these and you can mark them. Got my wand. Always make sure you've got your wand. I'm going to target the agitator. You got to be within range. Still no go. And these guys are not aggroing. How can I kill my selection of Sahuagin if they do not aggro? Even if I blow up stuff around them, they will not aggro. That is sloppy programming. Why would I want to pay money for sloppy programming? So now we're just going to finish clearing this area. Again, we are not going to talk to them. We're not going to open the door. There's no sense in it. If we don't manage randomly to find that disguised agitator, it does us no good. We can go no further. Hello? Are you going to aggro? Of course not. And our wand is now not working. Oh, that's right. I had to use it twice on the one. We cannot kill that agitator. Nope, he's still following me. I'm trying to get them to drop off of me, but they don't seem to want to do that. If you kill the agitators before we find him, you might as well just scrap the whole thing. Okay? So what we can do is, since we're right here, we could recharge here and get 3 more charges. Or what we can do is go right out here to this device. Use a component to repair. And then we want to recharge our Wand of Shattered Illusions. Okay? However, it now perceives that you have dumped your wand. So we've got to open our inventory, go back in, find it, and bring it down to our hotbar. Sloppy programming. Now we can go back. Well, since we're here, we might as well just do it this way. No, that's not what I told you to do. Sometimes my hands don't work. That's why I normally use voice command. There's our agitator. Again, here's 3 more that will not aggro. Sorry, 2 more that will not aggro. So I've lost out on 5 Sahawagans so far. Totally frustrating. How can I kill my Sahuagin if I cannot get them to aggro? And still, nothing drops from any of the breakables. So because of those bugs, I am unable to complete all my my optional for killing all the Sahuagin. There's supposed to be 1 more around here, but again, he's disappeared on me. There he is. There he is. Okay. So, once we find this guy, we want to talk to him. Sometimes it will not let you talk to him. You have to do all sorts of jumping around and everything else before. And I've had some occasions where I just could not find a location close around or near him in any position that would allow him to talk to me. Again, sloppy programming. Go back to your boss, tell him that reckoning is coming. Thank you, gone. And we still got 16 Sahuagin left and 4 kobolds. And they're nowhere around here because the only way to complete that full optional is to do it the other way and only get 1 chest. But if you don't complete all of the optionals, it reduces your chances of getting your primary named drops at the end of the chest, which makes no friggin' bloody crappin' sense. So now we can go back, and we've lost out on our kobolds and we've lost out on our Sahuagin. So we now only have a 1 to 2% chance of that chest dropping the fish sticks or the goggles. And the goggles will not even drop in the module. We got to go outside the module to find them, which again is stupid. This time we're going to talk to the supervisor. We're not going to open the door. Do not provoke. Just speak to your boss. If you provoke, they attack you, and you might as well throw the quest away. Because you aggro these guys out here, everything else in here is automatically aggroed, even though they are nowhere near the others. Same thing, no 3 barrels. This is the one we got to go into. Tell him everything. Then he's going to run around. And now we want to tell him to follow me. This is another bug. He does not always follow you. Where'd he go? He disappeared. Oh, let's see. He does not always follow you. Sometimes he just sits in here. Sometimes he'll follow. Sometimes he will follow you halfway to the next location and then simply stop. So always keep check. See, he's not following. If he's not following, don't worry. There's a way around it. It's just frustratingly time-consuming that should not be happening. Why put an optional in here that does not allow me the chance to fulfill them? Makes no bloody sense to me whatsoever, other than the fact they want to reduce your chances, as I said, to only 1 or 2% of getting a significant drop. So you've got to run it, and still that doesn't matter because each time it's a reroll. Now we're going to talk to the gray one. Again, don't provoke or anything. That would be lovely. This makes no sense. When I talked to the Sahuagin out front, they said take the door to the right. There is no door to the right because the door is secret. What if I can't take and check for secret doors? What if my stuff is too low? What if any number of things? This should be a door. Search. Especially since I have to find this one to complete the quest. Again, tell her everything. She's going to jiggle around, and then we're going to say, follow me. Well, when I get close enough. This one has less of a problem in following. However, in my opinion, as stated before, you shouldn't have to have them follow. I talked to the two, and then when I talk to the second one, whether I talk to this one second or the other one, the first one that I talk to should just appear at the location, and I don't have to keep going back looking for wherever that it wandered off to, and hoping that this one follows me. Because when it bugs and neither one follows you, you might as well throw the quest out because you cannot complete the quest. It's that simple.